one. Hello and welcome to
the
Horror
Movie
Movie
Gang podcast.
I love how we do that, how slow we go.
I'm trying to time
as if
myself
to-
with you, and it goes a little bit wrong. We'll get there one day.
We do
it's
sound like we
fine.
need a lot of help when we say that.
We do.
I wonder how many people turn it on at the first and go, oh no, we can't listen to that.
Yeah, who the fuck are these clowns?
They sound pretty special.
We're
How are
different.
you?
We're different.
Yeah,
I'm all right. Yeah, working hard. Yeah, pretty much it. Really, work, and that's about it. That's great.
Same here. I mean, I'm feeling alive again after I had an awful couple of weeks ago.
Of course, yeah.
COVID,
the dreaded COVID.
Yeah, I feel alive again now. Anyway.
Good stuff.
And we had a good week, didn't we? We had a special thing through the post in the week.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was quite exciting. I've still not put the things up, you know.
Oh, straight away. I whacked it up.
Yeah,
no. I'm going to get some frames, and I'm going to frame the Pet Sematary print and things like that. So it's going to look wicked. Good, yeah, I was really happy with it.
In terms of horror news this week, it's been pretty quiet, hasn't it?
It has been quite quiet. I've not had a lot of time to watch any, apart from the ones we're reviewing, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, our topic this week, what I want to talk about, and I know this will be your favourite topic.
Oh.
How did you start off? I know in your house you've actually got a room for horror stuff, haven't you?
Well, it's a kind of... It's half a room. So I run a pub, so I've got a massive front room upstairs. And during furlough, I was kind of bored, and I looked at my other half and went, I'm turning that into a studio. Because I do a lot of art projects as well. So I make horror figures and things and dolls. And I literally, and I kind of... I got the bug, and I just couldn't stop buying stuff. It is an addiction.
It is. I mean, I've always done it since I was
I have
probably 18. I've always picked up stuff, and I've kept stuff, and I've thrown stuff in a corner. But I did the same in COVID times. I thought, right, there's a spare room here now.
Exactly.
I'm going to put stuff up. I'll put up a big screen so I can go in there and I can watch films.
Oh, I need to do that.
So how did you start off doing that then?
Well, it was weird because when I was like 18, 19, I used to collect McFarlane horror figures.
Yes.
And I had like a little shelf, and that was all I had. And I had probably like a few posters. Like I remember I had Psycho, Clockwork Orange around my room.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like lost track of it, and life got in the way. And it was really weird. I was talking to somebody and about the film It. And I was browsing on Amazon, and I saw this NECA It character, and I bought it, and that was it. I was hooked.
Yeah.
And literally, I have them I have my purchases lined up ready for payday.
Now, isn't that really funny? So I was pretty similar, probably around the same age as you. I collected the same figures. I don't know if you had Did you have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one?
No, I didn't have that. I remember I had Norman Bates, I had Ghostface, I had Freddy. Yeah. Oh, a few like that, but that's all I had.
And I remember each figure had like a frame behind it, didn't it?
Yeah, completely. You had a little like horror a brown wooden frame or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I had the same figures. Yeah,
I had all those, but now I started off when I restarted. I mean, to be honest, I've only been collecting again for about a year. When I restarted, I started with NECA, and I just started getting bigger and bigger, and now I've got life-size Chucky dolls and all sorts of crap going on.
So what? I just find that really weird because again, it's only been a year since I've been collecting.
Is it really?
It's You're
like the male version of me. Well, that's scary.
But isn't that funny? So I started in COVID times as well, and I bought a Chucky doll.
I think a lot of people got addicted to buying stuff online during COVID, during lockdown, because it was something to look forward to.
Yeah, sure.
And I just kept buying and buying and buying, and my other half's like, so I buy pretty much 99% of my purchases from Mad About Horror.
Yeah.
And they put
it's a great website, isn't it?
But there's no hiding it because they put a big sticker on the top saying Mad About Horror. So my other half kind of hands me this parcel and goes, "What the hell have you bought now?" Yeah. I'm like, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know." No. But no, they are a brilliant company. I'm gonna give them a big whoop whoop because a lot of love to them. Really, they're great.
I mean, I've seen a picture of your display. You've got a Chucky in there, haven't you? You've got
I've got Tiffany now as well.
Yeah.
I need Glenn.
I need Glenn and Tiffany. I've got a Chucky and a Gremlin. I've got a Stripe.
I've got him as well. I love him. I don't think there's going to be any stopping me. And my other half's like, you're going to have to put some of these in storage soon because we're going to have no room for them. Oh, no, I'm not. They're staying out. I'll put you in storage before I put Chucky in storage.
I do understand what he's saying, though, because I've only got a small room and it is looking cluttered in there. You go in there and you see Chucky and they're just all close together.
I love it. I love it when I get workmen round I fix the windows or something and they just look at me and go, okay, then you're a bit weird.
Yeah. It's an expensive hobby, though, isn't it?
It is expensive. I mean, I could have picked something a bit cheaper, I suppose. I mean, I started off with NECA figures at £40 a pop, and now I'm buying Chucky dolls at £450 a pop. So, yeah, the thing is, I'm not a girly girl. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy makeup. I don't buy handbags, any of that. I'm a Primark girl, cheap and cheerful, done.
I say the same to my partner. So I don't drink, I don't smoke.
Exactly.
So this is my vice.
Yeah, this is my vice. But my other half, he's got a very expensive hobby. He races motorbikes.
Right.
So we have an agreement. I don't moan about what he buys and he doesn't moan about what I buy. And I think that works.
It sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
It really does. He kind of just gives me a look and goes, what have you bought? But I'm going, how much was that part for your motorbike? And he shuts him down straight away.
Talking about cash, and I don't know if you'd like to admit this, what's the most expensive thing you bought?
Oh God, I mean, it has to be, I think it's going to have to be Chucky. I think he was 450 or something like that.
Yeah it was the same for me.
I had a bit of a I don't know,
how do you explain that as well?
You don't,
I found that really difficult. I just said it's an investment.
I say, babe, it's never going to go down in value. I mean, if I ever need to resell it, I can. And he just looks at me like, yeah, shut up.
He's living with us. He's with us forever now.
This is it. This is like, we don't have children. We just have Chucky and Tiffany. Cheaper than kids, isn't it?
Have you got anything on order now?
No, not yet. But guess what? I get paid on Monday.
Oh, it's going to be a big day.
And I've already scrolling through the Mad About Horror website, and I've seen a couple of bits. So I'm going to see what my pay packet looks like on Monday.
Well, in a couple of weeks, it's my birthday, so I've already got a list of things.
What you getting? What you getting?
I'm into Evil Dead at the moment. I don't know if you've heard of that film.
I've heard a rumour about it.
Oh,
Let's not go. Let's not go there.
Yeah, well, it's not good.
No.
I want the book. I think that's my main thing.
It's stunning.
And Hellraiser Cube, which I might be getting soon anyway, which could be exciting.
I want to see pictures of that.
Yeah.
Because I would like a Hellraiser Cube, to be honest, because I think they're quite hard to get hold of, aren't they? Good ones.
That's it, yeah. Well, hopefully something will come of that.
Absolutely. Well, I will let you know on Monday what I spend my money on, but it's good.
Exciting times. Should we move on to our first film?
Oh, yeah, go on then, because it was my pick, wasn't it?
It was your choice. Yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Blood Red Sky?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As you can see, we have control of the plane. Our one demand is strictly monetary. If met, you're free. We want this little operation of ours to go off without a hitch. If not, well, use your imaginations.
So Blood Red Sky, new on Netflix. Now I'm going to make a confession. There's only one vampire film that I love, and I bet you know what it is.
There's only one anyway.
There's only one, yeah. The rest are irrelevant, aren't they? So obviously,
I mean, us two are 80s kids, aren't we? So
we're 80s brats, aren't we?
It's got to be the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. I mean, it's epic. Let's not talk about Twilight. No. Because I'll get a bit angry.
Must admit, I've never watched it and I don't intend to.
Don't, honestly, don't. You'll cry in a corner with despair. It's absolute dog shit.
Yeah, it looks it. It looks it.
But yeah, so I saw it. I was like, vampire film. Don't know about this. But you know what? It's a new release and I think it's had a lot of publicity. So let's give this one a whirl. But yeah, so basically a woman, child, go on a plane flight and the woman is not well, but there's more to it. She's kind of got vampire-ish tendencies and the plane gets hijacked and it all goes to shit. That's literally it.
The poor people on that plane, not only have you got to deal with terrorists, but you've got to deal with vampires. I mean, wow.
So if I hadn't recommended this film, do you think this is something you'd watch?
I heard a lot about it. There was a lot of talk on Twitter and all the horror sites, and it was a good film.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably would have done eventually, but this is what's so good about this podcast, isn't it? It's kind of forcing you to watch these films.
Exactly. This is
so
it.
It might have been 6 months down the line, or I might not have seen it.
I had to watch this one on my own because my other half won't watch anything dubbed because it annoys him.
Right.
He gets really angry. I don't know why. The only thing that really, really annoyed me in this film is the little boy's dubbing. I found it irritating.
His voice did not match his face, if that makes sense.
No, it didn't at all. He was like really whiny.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't like that aspect. But the rest of the dubbing, I thought was fine. I didn't really notice it, to be honest.
I agree with you about the little boy, but I thought he acted really, really well because it was quite a traumatic film, wasn't it? Because obviously at the start of his film, his mum was ill. She had I forget what she had now. Was it?
Oh, I can't remember. Some kind of illness.
It was not good, was it?
She was in a bad way, wasn't she? She was in a bad way.
And then obviously she got her husband passed away, and she was attacked then by a dog, a vampire dog, or whatever it was.
Some kind of like mutated weird thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was quite sad actually. I kind of felt sorry for her. You know, she's the baddie. Is she the baddie? That was it. It was quite a to and fro thing, wasn't it? You could never really work it out until the end.
Which I quite like that part of it.
Yeah, I think she was fighting.
That was really clever.
Yeah, the way she was fighting it all the way through love of her son.
Yeah, all the scenes where she wanted to attack her son, but she was holding back. I thought that was really, really good as well.
Do you know what? No, I thought it was actually quite a cracking film for a vampire film. That's not The Lost Boys.
It was a German film, was it?
Yeah, I think it was German. Right? Yeah, that might be right. To be honest, I don't know. I have not done my research, have I? I don't even know.
I think in times it was quite scary as well. I think all the effects were good. All the makeup was great.
Yeah, I like the way they did the vampire. It wasn't glittery like on Twilight. It was, quite ferocious looking.
Yeah. Enjoyed the ending. I thought the ending was really good.
Oh, the ending I thought it was quite sad.
Yeah, he had the choice, didn't he? I mean, this is a spoiler review, so if you
spoiler, don't listen.
Yeah. So basically, he has a choice, doesn't he, to save everyone? He needs to blow up his mum, really, in the plane.
Yeah, I mean that's not great. It's going to fuck you up for life, isn't it?
Absolutely.
How do you explain that? Where's your mum? She was a vampire, so I killed her. Yeah.
Okay. Years of care for that boy.
Exactly.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
I don't think it's something I'd rush to watch again.
I was going to say I don't think I'll be watching it again, but there's a lot of films like that, isn't there? You could say like classics where you'll say I don't want to watch that again.
Yeah,
but it was good.
No, I thought it was all right. It was all right, middly. No, yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it's worth a watch if you do get the chance.
But if you're going to pick between that and The Lost Boys, watch The Lost Boys every day.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, there's no argument, is there?
I think I messaged you straight after the film. I played the soundtrack after the traumatic scenes of his mum dying.
Yeah, shall we talk about The Lost Boys for a sec? What a banging soundtrack!
I put the Lost Boys soundtrack on, which made no sense.
No, it's great.
I need to see that again, though. I haven't seen it for a couple of years.
I do. I think I messaged you as well. I said The Lost Boys made me want to buy a saxophone. I never got round to it. It was just a bit of a whim.
Well, it's payday on Monday.
Ooh, you never know. Watch this space.
By the way, we should explain. You've probably realised Charlie's been very quiet this week.
He has. We missed you, Charlie.
Yeah, so he's had a traumatic week. He's okay.
He's all right. He's not like dead or anything. Don't worry.
No. He's started a new job, but I just want to bring Charlie up because he has actually scored it as well. We're always going to include Charlie.
Oh yeah, Charlie's one of the team. We miss you. We love you, Charlie, and he'll be back next time, I think, won't he?
I hope so. But
absolutely.
If not, it'll be soon.
Yeah.
Charlie scored this 7.5.
Yeah, do you know what? I kind of agree with him on this one. I'm looking down at my notes and I have got 7.7 written down, so pretty close.
I think I'm going to agree with Charlie. It feels like a 7.5 film, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's around that area, isn't it?
It's not outstanding. It's not, but it's not bad.
It doesn't deserve to be in that last quarter. It's just you got to pull it back a little bit. Yeah.
It's not The Gate.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that one.
Wow.
What a banger.
Okay, have you got any horror news this week?
I do. So this will be right up your avenue because you're a collector like me. So we're going to go back to merchandise now, just briefly. So did you catch the Trick or Treat Comic Con product reveal?
I did. I watched the full
you?
video. Yeah, there's some cracking stuff coming out.
I am going to confess I did skip little bits because I got bored. But I just was like, oh, right, I want to see what you're making. Enough of you now.
But it was all about a product, wasn't it? There was one product in particular that stood out.
I mean, I don't know if we're going to agree on what that product is, though. So what stood out for you?
It's got to be Chucky, hasn't it?
I knew you were going to say that. I mean, it looks phenomenal. And I think the exciting thing about this is it's got moving eyes and limbs and all sorts, hasn't it?
It's not the only most exciting thing about that. So I think they said every 6 months they're going to bring out a new arm and head.
Oh, stop it.
So Chucky over the years, he's had a scarred face, hasn't he? He's had his face ripped off.
Yeah, I saw the torn face, the prototype of that, and it looks amazing.
Which I think is the first one. And there's going to be a knife you can buy.
Oh. No, I don't know if you're on the same line as me, because your missus doesn't really like horror, does she?
Hates it.
Nah, my other half hates horror. I'm going to have fun with this. So I'm going to buy that Chucky doll, and I'm going to move him a little bit every day. His eyes are going to move. His limbs are going to move.
Yeah.
And see how long it takes him to freak out.
I just hope it looks like the picture.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic, doesn't it? It looks like Chucky, basically.
I mean, I think we said the other day about the Back to the Future NECA figure.
Yes, yeah.
Did not look anything like the prototype. Okay, I still bought it because I'm an idiot. But
so I did the opposite. I had them all on pre-order and I saw the pictures when they were out. I thought, no,
that's the sensible thing to do. Not me. I just throw money at NECA. Go on, have that. But yeah, it was. That was not Marty McFly's face.
No, that's all. But yeah, that is exciting about the Chucky. I will be getting that.
So, oh god, yeah. But what I'm also excited about is the Gremlins that are coming out as well.
There's some good ones, isn't there?
Oh my god! So pre-order soon. You've got Gizmo, Lenny, and Daffy, and then next year you've got George and Mohawk.
Oh wow!
Which one would you have if you had to pick one?
I can't choose all of them.
Oh,
I've got it in my head now. I am going to be getting everyone.
Oh yeah, absolutely, without doubt.
And having a shelf full of Gremlins.
If you're listening, mad about horror, there's some serious cash coming out of my bank to you because it's got to be done.
Yeah, if there's a prototype going and you'd like us to send it, we'll tell you honestly.
Oh god, yeah.
If we like it,
honest.
Oh god, yeah.
We're good like that, aren't we?
Yeah, you need to send us free.
Yeah, especially the Daffy one. I'd really like that one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he's the one that stood out, wasn't he?
Oh, completely. So yeah, they've all got movable joints, their ears move and everything. So yeah, my cabinet. I think I need to buy another cabinet.
This is going to cost money, isn't it?
I've already got five cabinets.
Yeah, I'm only on 2 at the moment.
I started. I had 2 at one stage. You just wait.
There's no room though. You should see this little room that I've got.
Just empty another room and fill it with cabinets.
Yeah.
Done.
In the bedroom.
It's fine.
Okay, so I've got news this week, but it's kind of old news, but it's resurfaced again.
Okay.
So after A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, which I think part 5 was The Dream Child, wasn't it?
Yes.
There was a script going round by Peter Jackson of Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
And it's resurfaced again this week, and is pitch for the film, which was called A Nightmare on Elm Street 6. It's the dream something. Sorry, that's really bad that I don't know.
You've not done your homework.
Research. I'm just going to Google that dead quickly.
Just Google it, it's fine.
But basically, his idea was it's 10 years after The Dream Child.
Yeah.
And everyone isn't afraid of Freddy anymore.
Oh.
So the kids of the teenagers of Elm Street actually like to dream, because what they do, it was called Dream Lover, by the way, which is an unusual name.
Oh, that sounds a bit weird, but go on.
No, but it makes sense in a minute. So what they do, the teenagers, they enjoy going to sleep and they take all these pills to go to sleep, so they can basically go into a dream, a nightmare, and beat Freddy up because he's weak.
Oh,
because people are starting to forget about him.
I don't know if I like that.
Yes, so they take these pills, and then eventually, I've just had an email just come through saying someone is sending us some free shit.
What?
Anyway, no, that's exciting. Yes, so they go into the dream and they beat up Freddy.
Poor Freddy.
And then there's an accident and one of the teenagers accidentally dies and Freddy gains his powers back.
Yeah, go on, Freddy. Fuck him up.
So then he becomes the dream lover. The teenagers were the dream lovers because they enjoyed beating up Freddy, and then Freddy. Yeah. But I quite like that idea.
I like the the thought that Freddy's gonna kick the shit out of him in the end. I'm a massive Freddy fan. He's one of my favourites, and I don't like the thought
he's the best, isn't he?
He's amazing. I love him. I love him. So yeah, interesting.
Yes, so it says here that Freddy would ultimately he'd regain enough power to take hostage of a police officer trapped in the dream world. So the main idea seems to be that the officer was the father of one of the main teens, and he would ultimately have to back into the dreamscape, even after it become a legitimate threat once again to save his father, bring him back alive.
Is it bad to cheerlead a villain like we do? I'm like, come on, Freddy, kick some ass.
I think the people we do it with is Freddy, Chucky.
Yeah.
Even Michael Myers to some degree, which is a bit sick, isn't it?
I like them all. I think they're great. I'd have a pint with them.
Yeah, it's wrong, isn't it? It is wrong.
It is wrong.
How do you explain that to people? Oh, I love Freddy. He's great. Yeah,
I absolutely love him.
I love it when he kills that teenager.
Yeah. To be fair, mostly they're annoying, so they kind of deserve it.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
They do.
Right, so that was our news this week.
Good news. Some exciting things to come. And some expensive things to come.
Yes, this is going to cost some money.
Yeah, oh God.
So, last week was our first Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Could you remind everyone what you picked?
I don't really want to talk about it, if I'm honest, because I've seen the results.
Wow.
So I thought I was being really original and a little bit clever. I picked Cornetto from Shaun of the Dead.
This is the type of thing that I wanted for the Hall of Fame.
But apparently the general public do not agree with me.
So I picked Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks, thinking that, to be honest, I thought that was a cert.
I thought that was actually quite a banger.
Yeah. Laura Palmer got 31%.
Yeah.
Cornetto got 9%.
The shame on you all for not voting.
And Charlie's copy of what was it? The copy of Halloween in Scream.
Yes.
That all the kids watched got 60%.
Right, I'm going to call a little bit of a fix here because, as we know, Scream podcasts.
It's the Scream thing.
Is this you're doing? If you're listening.
They took over again, haven't they?
They have, yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah. So that's our first inductee into the Hall of Fame. I don't know how we need to show. We kind of need a picture. If someone wants to make us a picture and put in every inductee, that'd be great.
That'd be grand, wouldn't it? We'll just pretend that there's a little vault somewhere. Room 101, and we just put it in there. Yeah.
There's got to be. So, because Charlie won, Charlie gets first pick this week, and he has picked the knife from Jeepers Creepers. Is that right?
Yeah. So, I can't remember what it said. There is a knife. He's not here, is he? Yeah, knife from Jeepers Creepers, and I can't remember it.
No, I can't. I've been really polite. I've got it. Yeah, so he's put the Jeepers Creepers knife that he's made from. Is it a leg bone or a bone?
Yeah, it's like a bone knife or something from Jeepers Creepers. Let's say that, and I'm so sure somebody will put us right.
Yeah. Charlie's not going to win this week.
No. He can't win 2 weeks in a row.
Surely not. Would you like to tell us your pick?
So my pick, oh my God, I've deliberated so much about this. I've had about 3 different things going through my head. And I've literally got, I think you said this, I've got 3 things written in front of me, and I'm just going to pick one that I feel I need to up my game a little bit. So I need to go for something a little bit more iconic.
Now, Mars bar.
A Mars bar. So recently we talked about The Shining. I gave it a 10 out of 10. It's my favourite film of all time. I'm going for the carpet in The Shining.
Oh, that is a fantastic choice.
It's so iconic, isn't it? And there's a reason I've picked this, because I'm trying to get hold of one for love nor money, and I can't find it anywhere. So I want in my little display room, I want a big shining rug in the middle of it.
Oh, that'll look amazing, wouldn't it?
If anybody knows in the UK where I can get one of these from, please
There's bound
tweet
to be
me.
someone who does that.
Please, I'm dying to get one. Yes, so I'm going to put that in there purely for the fact that I'm trying to find one.
That is a good choice.
I mean,
that feels like a winner, to be honest.
Does it? I hope so. I need to take back this week.
I need to go big here.
You need to go big.
So we had 3 items. The first item I was going to pick was the prop that we got in our box this week.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was really good. And then I thought, I love Chucky at the moment.
Yeah.
Child's Play 2, have you seen Tommy?
Yes.
The doll that Chucky beats up.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking Tommy.
That's
but
good.
then I thought, that's just average. So I'm going to stick with Child's Play 2.
Okay.
Child's Play 2 will come up a lot this week, by the way.
Cool.
I'm going to pick the character of Kyle.
Okay.
So Kyle, I don't know if you're aware of Child's Play 2.
I vaguely remember. I need to rewatch them all.
You will by next week. There's a little hint for you there.
Oh, exciting.
So Kyle she's a teenager who helps Andy to beat Chucky in Child's Play 2, basically. Okay. And she's the coolest character. She is, I think, the coolest character in horror.
Wicked.
And I'm going to go for Kyle from Child's Play 2.
Nice shout.
So we've got Kyle from Child's Play 2. We have got the carpet from The Shining.
Yep.
And we have got the knife from Jeepers Creepers.
The bone knife from Jeepers Creepers. I'm going to call it that, I think, yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So there you go. So please have a look at our Twitter. Please vote for me.
Please vote for The Shining. Because
I think yours is the winner this week.
I hope so. I'd be made up.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Right. Let's move on. Wow. Here we go.
Oh, I'm so excited.
The gate.
There is a passageway to the most evil place you can imagine. A gate behind which the demons wait to take back what was once theirs. And now, someone has opened the gate.
There's this weird tearing sound. Yeah. The decomposed corpse of her dead father.
Oh no.
Right. The gate. So weirdly, right, I'm just going to give you a bit of a backstory. Very much like you, I had an auntie that used to put me in front of horror films when I was a little girl. Yeah. I would have been 8 years old. I think it came out in 1987, so I'm really giving away my age now. And I watched this, and I remember being terrified. But I am ashamed to say this. Why the fuck have I not watched this till now again?
Me too, yeah. So I don't know if I've seen it. I remember little parts from it, but I don't know if I remember from a trailer but I certainly remember the front cover.
Oh,
it was always in the video shop. Yeah. Every time we went in the video shop, I don't know if you did the same in video shop. You just automatically go to all the horror films, don't you?
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
And you'd sit there for hours just looking at all the bright colours.
Yeah.
And the gate always stood out.
It did. I mean, it's a cracking poster. It's I kind of want to buy it on VHS, you know.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I'd love that in my cabinet. Yeah. Old 80s VHS.
So I sat down this week and I watched The Gate. Wow.
Yeah, I think, wow.
What a trip.
I was really nervous about watching it again because I've kind of the whole nostalgia thing. I have this memory of me loving it and being scared at the same time. And I was sat there thinking, if I put this on, how am I going to feel if I absolutely hate it? Is it going to ruin that memory for me? So I sat there and I started watching it, and literally within 10 minutes, I was like, oh my God, I had the biggest smile on my face, and I was back in the 80s.
I was going to say, it's so 80s, isn't it? Everything about it is the hair, the clothes, the
Can
music.
We talk about green jumper and purple jeans combo?
Yeah, fantastic.
That was great. I was loving it. Oh yeah, but it was so 80s, wasn't it? Everything was emphasised, the clothes, the hair.
Yeah.
And
it was your typical 80s film. Oh, it was fantastic.
It was cracking.
So it starts off where Glenn moves into a brand new house, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Bless him.
His tree house falls down, so there's a hole in the ground.
I just loved how cheesy it was when the smoke come out the ground.
Fantastic.
It was great.
So I wrote down everything that happens here, and it just makes no sense. So Glenn then he gets a splinter and drops some blood into this hole.
As you do.
So then they find a pad with writing on it, and they read it out. Then he comes downstairs on a sleepover, and he levitates. His dog dies.
Oh, the dog.
They put it in the hole.
Yeah.
And then the greatest character in the film, I think his name's Terry, is it?
Oh, he was great. He was fantastic.
He happens to have an heavy metal album.
As you do, yeah.
And they play it, and it summons the dead.
And my favourite bit is when he starts spinning it backwards and the message came through, and I was like,
it made no sense whatsoever.
It was balmy, but brilliant.
Here's a question. If that film came out in 2021, as a 2021 film, I don't mean like 80s nostalgia, like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Would it be the worst film ever made?
Absolutely, without doubt. It would be horrific. It would
but
be
we can forgive it, don't we?
Yeah, it'd be in the bargain bin at Poundland, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Isn't it funny?
But no, it took me back to such a happy place. And I was like, sat there. But my over half, he was kind of like watching it in and out while he was doing some work. And he just looked at me and went, "What the fuck are you watching?" I went, "Shush, just shush. This is brilliant."
So I didn't know a lot about it. So I watched it and I thought, I reckon I could survive this horror film.
Yeah.
Because there was a bit where a zombie came out the cupboard. I don't know if you saw this. It just made me laugh. They threw a radio at his head and he died.
Fantastic. You can't write it, can you?
That was it.
And
that was the end of it.
My favourite bit, and I think it's my favourite bit because I remember this clip from when I was 8 years old, was his friend biting him, and he came out the wardrobe and he started biting him and shaking him like a dog.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was just, it's great. And those little minions, they look so good.
Yeah.
Even all these years later, you don't need CGI when you've got little men in costumes running around. It's fantastic.
I love practical effects.
Yeah,
practical
completely.
Effects are great. And there was a lot of that in the 80s, wasn't there?
Oh, so much.
So at the end of the film, when there's this huge minion, isn't there?
Yeah, he was a big boy, wasn't he?
He defeats this minion by getting a toy rocket and shooting it at his belly.
Yeah, and just like that, he was gone.
This is why
it's that easy.
If I was ever put in a horror film, it would be that one.
Yeah,
because I reckon I could survive it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it didn't take a lot, did it?
So I watched it and I saw that bit at the end where he shoots a rocket, and I thought, do you know what? It's good, but then I learned afterwards it's actually a kids' film.
It's weird.
It's a PG.
So I did a bit of reading about it. Apparently, they wanted to make it a lot more horrific and graphic, but they wanted it to appeal to a wider audience. So they kind of made it family-friendly horror.
Yeah.
And
so I think as soon as I learned that it was a PG and it was a kids' film, I think I appreciated it a lot more.
Did you? Yeah.
It was a kids' film, but there was a part where it was quite early on in the film where he goes downstairs and he sees his mum and dad at the front door, and it's not his mum and dad. And
then that was quite horrific.
He pokes his eyes into his mum, and all this green goo comes out, and then his dad's head falls off.
It was like shoving your hand in a warm camembert, wasn't it? Yeah. It literally just melted.
Surely that was I thought that was like an 18 scene.
Yeah, it
definitely an R-rated scene.
Yeah, it was actually. But I just
enjoyed it. Enjoyed every minute.
Not enough merchandise for it either. I'm just going to put that out there.
There's nothing.
Somebody needs to make me a minion.
Yeah, it's probably quite easy to do as well.
Probably is.
So, have you heard of Alex Winter?
No, but remind me, I might.
Alex Winter is Ted from the Keanu Reeves film, Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, of course, yeah, love him.
So he wrote a remake in 2011, a 3D remake.
I have not heard about this. How have I not heard about this?
It got agreed and it was greenlit, and then I don't think it happened in the end, basically.
Oh, did it not?
But that's a shame. In 3D, the gate would look great, wouldn't it? It does feel like it would be.
I mean, there is a gate too, but I've not watched that yet.
I've not seen that. No,
I watched the trailer for it, and I think it's not gonna live up to the original.
It's not, but again, it looks completely bonkers, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and we love it, don't we?
Yeah. I will note that down. So, this is a weird scoring. How are we going to First of all, I've got a message off Charlie. He's rated this film. And I kind of agree with him in a way. He said it was 4.0.
Okay, I don't agree with him.
No, I don't, and I do. But I think it's because he's not an 80s kid.
It might be that. I think a lot of that film is just pure nostalgia, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah.
Pure nostalgia. Yeah.
I think it's more that. So I can see where he's coming from, because if you're not from the 80s and if like a 10-year-old watched that now, they'll probably go, what the hell is this? Exactly. So I do get it, but I'm definitely not going to score it 4.0.
Oh, no, I think it needs more than that.
I'm going to go high, you know. I'm going to go 8.0.
8.0, I've got written in front of me 8.6. I loved it.
Wow, that is big.
I know it's big, but it took me to a happy place. It's weird for a horror film to take you to a happy place, but that's it. Yeah, that's where I ended up. So 8.6, I love it.
Really enjoyed it.
And I'm buying the poster and it's going on my wall with my collection.
Classic poster, isn't it?
Got to be.
Oh, so that was the case, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to watch more films like that.
I want more 80s picks, please.
So, well, I've got a cracking choice for you this week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so my new film is Psycho Gorman.
Okay.
You've got to say it like that.
That sounds different. Let's just say that.
It's got a feel of an 80s film. Oh, it's very different. I've got a feeling you're going to love it.
Okay. If it's kind of 80s vibes, I'm going to be all over it.
It's absolutely nuts.
So's the title, Psycho Gorman.
Psycho Gorman. Oh,
okay.
It's crazy. So it's about an alien that comes down to Earth, and he's vicious, basically. He's horrible. He's
psycho by any chance?
He wants to destroy the world. The worst villain you could think of. But he's controlled by a stone. And a 10-year-old girl gets hold of it. So basically,
I can't laugh at this because this after we've watched The Gate, I mean, anything's normal, isn't it?
So he's controlled by a 10-year-old girl. So this girl makes him dress up, makes him have tea parties, but he's still quite vicious. He still wants to kill her, but he can't because it's against the rules.
Do you know what? It actually sounds quite entertaining.
I loved it. I'd go as far as saying it's my favourite film of 2021 so far.
Wow. Big statement.
Yeah. It's massive. Such a good film.
That's fine. I've got Sunday off work. I'm going to buy some popcorn, Tea Marie and Coke, and here we go. Psycho Gorman it is.
Psycho Gorman. Can't wait for you to watch that.
I don't think my other half will watch that with me when I tell him the title.
I think he'll like it, you know.
Do you reckon?
I have not heard of a single person. I've recommended to people at work. I've not heard of a single person that's come back to me. People who don't like horror have come back and said, "Wow."
Okay, I might just pretend we're going to watch like Fast and Furious 10 or something, and just stick it on.
It's mad. It's a mad film. And my classic film, you've probably guessed already. I'm going to a sequel. I'm going Child's Play 2.
Excellent.
It's without doubt the greatest Chucky film.
And I can't remember a lot about it, so I'm looking forward to watching it again.
You'll love it. Are you a Chucky fan? You are a Chucky fan, aren't you?
I'm weirdly right. Okay, so it's a bit weird because obviously my cabinet's full of Chucky. I love the character. I adore the character, but I'm not. I need to watch the films more.
Right. Okay.
But I've always said that with my collection. I collect because of the characters. I don't collect because of the films. So.
Well, this is a good way to start. I think Child's Play 2 is the better one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Really, really good. It's got a fantastic end to the film. It'll always be remembered for the end. I don't know if you can remember. It was in a toy factory.
I can't remember.
Can you? Oh,
it must have been years ago. I just need to recap it.
And it's weird that our classic film is a sequel because not a lot. Yeah, the first time we've done this. But I think we need to do that more because there's just tons of horror sequels, isn't there?
Oh, God, yeah. It's swimming with sequels, isn't it?
We've got so many films to go through.
We've got to go to Nightmare on Elm Street someday, you know.
Of course. I don't know. We've just avoided it so far, haven't we?
I think we don't want to do such a banger so soon, but it's got to come soon. It's got to.
And then after we've done that, we need to go to part 3, don't we?
Completely, yeah. Yes.
Okay, guys. So that was our podcast for this week.
Yeah.
So next week, Child's Play 2 and Psycho Gorman.
Looking forward to it.
It's a fun episode next week.
Yes.
2 really fun films. Okay. Thanks for that.
Okay.
And we shall
speak to you soon.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.